Hello, 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 beautiful souls, beautiful people, goddesses and gods, kings and queens. However, you want to be seen today, it is the possibility to be, do, and have whatever your heart desires, whatever you're thinking about shall rise. Okay? I had to think about that. You guys, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I really had to sit with this today. I know you guys are seeing the 8-8 portal all across your timelines. I don't care what channel you go on. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, what? Threads, all those social medias, uh, they're all talking about the 8-8 portal. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but it's something amazing happening in the air. It's something amazing. Ever since I started talking about how to change your identity, change your mindset, change your habits, amazing things have been happening to me. And I would be doing myself an injustice as well as the people that are listening to me or following me, believing in me, watching me from the back to see if I'm going to fail or succeed. I am already there. I have already succeeded, right? But there is room. There's always room for growth. There's always room for the grand possibilities. Because I've realized over the years, I'm going to speak about me, right? I'm going to speak about me. I was thinking too small. And I didn't even realize that my thoughts is what was designing my whole entire life. That is why I'm going to be doing another challenge, another challenge, which is definitely going to start tomorrow, right? It's going to be based on Rhonda by, what is it? What? Let me get her name together, girl. Her name is Rhonda Byron, right? She's a New York Times bestseller author of The Secret. So I'm going to be reading and doing a 21-day challenge where we'll read the book and have reflection on it. I definitely want to share this with you. It's called The Countdown to Riches. You guys can get it on Audible. You can also get the book delivered to you at your doorstep on Amazon. So, this is all about 21 days of wealth attracting habits. And what better day to start than today? Right? What better way to start to today? So today is pretty much my kickoff introduction. I will be going live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram this time. People need to hear this. Even though today is 8-8, the 8-8 portal, this is the day of the 8-8, but this whole portal is open until like the 12th of the month. So we have the ability to switch things around. We have the ability to change your whole entire life, right? Remember, we talked about how to change your identity. So let me just tell you guys, I have been helping a lot of people. And one thing I realize is that a lot of us are going through, and I say us because I'm not outside of anybody. I'm not higher than anybody. I am you. You are me. But I just need y'all to know that financial struggle is caused by one thing only. It's not the result of your salary, the lack of your savings in your bank account, or anything like that. It's not even about the amount of debt you have or other worldly circumstances. Financial struggle is caused by our thoughts alone. And I got this right out of the book, Countdown to Riches. I have to give her praise, and I also have to quote that I am reading out of this book, right? So our current life circumstances are the results of what we think and believe. The money you have or don't have, that salary that is not enough to support you, a lack of money in your bank account, they're all caused by thoughts of not having enough money. As I've been changing my thoughts and my belief system, I'm going to share this story with you. I looked in my student loan account yesterday. Money comes in all ways. Money comes in all ways. Money comes to me easily, frequently, and in all kinds of ways, right? It doesn't have to be tangible, the money in your bank account, the money in your hand, or whatever, whatever. One of my affirmations was that I would be debt free. I kid you not. I looked in my student loan account yesterday because I got a random text yesterday. I hadn't been seeing this, recently. I got a text from 8Vantage saying that my account was closed. One of my student loan accounts was closed. I went to their website and over 77, I did a live about this yesterday, over $77,000 of student loan debt gone, zero balance. Again, money comes to me easily, frequently, and in all kinds of ways. So, what I want you guys to do and be mindful of what we think about, because what we think about is what we will see. The universe is so generous. If you think about lack, if you think about troubles, if you think about bad relationships, the universe is going to give you more of that because we are magnetic beings. But if you think about wealth, if you think about all of your bills being paid, if you think about getting a bonus, you could visualize getting a bonus at work, but you don't know where that bonus is coming from. Or getting a bonus from work. You don't know where that bonus is coming from. Never in a million years in my old identity would I have thought that I would be able to ever pay for that 77,000. I think it was like $77,687, something like that, of student loans gone. My father passed away with his student loans, and I thought I was going to be another one until I changed my mindset, until I changed my identity, until I changed the way I thought about things. Gone, debt free. And another thing I want to let you guys know, don't try to figure out how it's going to happen. We think too small. Even if you want to become a millionaire, a billionaire, a thousandaire, a hundredaire, think that thought and stick to it. And don't try to figure out the why, because abundance is infinite. And that brings me to the number 8. If you turn it sideways, that's the infinity symbol. Okay? And let me just let you guys know a little bit of history about what I'm talking about when it comes to the 8-8 portal, if you don't already know. Because I know there's some people in the background that's saying, oh, thinking about let me see, manifesting or sun gazing or eating healthier, it's all demonic. If you say grand rising, it's demonic. That's your mindset. That's why you're stuck in the same position that you're stuck in. Because that's what you were conditioned and programmed to do. And it was done with intention. See, we think that slavery is over, but it's not. It's just evolved. So again, I say grand rising because I don't agree with good morning. To me, mourning is you're mourning, you're grieving, you're suffering. And it's like, oh, good morning. What's so good about mourning? You tell me, I'll wait. But when you say grand rising, it's because you're positioning yourself to have a grand day with the sun rising. And I just wanted to clarify that for the people in the back. All right. So the spiritual meaning of 888, right? It actually represents abundance and stewardship. And the reason that I wanted to focus on 888 is because today is 8-8. And then you look at, we're in the year 2026. So I'm looking at the 26. So it's 8, 8, and then 2 plus 6 is 8. So if you look at 2026, there's that 2. So I'm looking at 888 squared. I'm using that 2 as a squared. So that means 888 times 2. So all of those eights of infinity times 2. This infinity represents abundance and stewardship. The number 8 is often associated with cycles, balance, prosperity, leadership, and the principle that we consistently cultivate, it tends to grow. So you have to think about what you're thinking about. Well, you don't really have to think about what you're thinking about. Just be aware of what you're thinking about and flip it. Flip it like you're flipping on a light switch. You can stop it in its tracks. Don't dwell in it. If you see and acknowledge that it's something negative that you're going towards, all you have to do is say, that is an echo from a past world I no longer reside. I see you, I release you, and I remain in my power. You see, awareness is the first key to change. Once you are aware of it, you can change it in an instant. All right? So about let's go back to the number 8, right? It's less about instant wealth and more about becoming someone who can wisely receive, manage, and multiply. Remember, I said squared, multiplied what they're enthused with or entrusted with. And I'll say that again. It's less about instant wealth and more about becoming someone who can wisely receive, manage, and multiply what they're entrusted with. Okay? So let's talk about abundance. One of those number 8s stand for abundance, not just financial wealth, but abundance in things like relationships, health, peace, purpose, and opportunities. Okay? The second 8th, let's talk about it. Divine alignment. Some people believe that 888 is a reminder that your thoughts, words, and actions are becoming more aligned with your purpose, right? Whatever that may be. But we're hoping that it's the purpose for your higher self, your new identity, your mission. Why are you here? Your vision. Once you understand that divine alignment, and I'll show you how to understand it, because if you're in a situation or if you're in a thought or if you're around a person, if it doesn't feel good, if your nervous system is off, that's not God. So that's one thing that I've been riding on for the last couple of years. If it doesn't feel good, it's not God. I don't care who you are. I don't care what title you hold within my family, friend zone. If it doesn't feel good, it's not God, and I choose not. I choose not. For the rest of my life here on earth, I choose peace. I choose purpose. I choose love. I choose light. And if I got to work really, really hard to get that from an individual, it just simply means we're not in alignment right now. And that's okay. You keep rising, sis. You keep rising, bro. They'll meet you. That's that old saying, I'll see you at the crossroads. You don't have to die to see them at the crossroads, right? When they come to your level or when you guys are on the same frequency, you will see each other. So don't worry about being ignored or not invited or not included. It just means that you guys aren't on the same frequency. It's like AM and FM. I don't I, Even growing up, I didn't like the AM channel because it didn't resonate with me. It wasn't speaking to me and my soul. I was always on the FM channels, which required a higher frequency. Some people like AM, some people like FM. Who are we to judge? So, after you are able to identify and become aware of which frequency you choose to be on, and hopefully it's the higher frequency because that's where the blessings are. That's when you're elevating. Then comes the harvest. The idea that you're consistently, the ideas that you've consistently planted through your actions and character is beginning to bear fruit. I don't want to put this in the universe, but whether good or bad, whatever you consistently planted through your actions and character is beginning to bear fruit. It's often connected to the principle of reaping what you've sown. Okay? That's why I've been so intentional of who I surround myself with, where I go, what I do, what I think, what I eat, what I say, how I treat people. Oh, but I'm gonna let you know a little bit of something. That old me, she creeps up sometime and she defends myself. It's called the ego. It's called the ego. Where she will, tell you how she feel, and she's only trying to protect my future self. But I told that ego, hey, I got this. We're good. You're safe. I appreciate what you've done for me thus far. But I'm taking the wheel from here. I appreciate you. After you do that, you let that ego, that's what you call ego death. Shoot, you could be like, is this your stop, ego? Let me go ahead and let you out. You be the Uber driver. Be like, okay, you can get out now. After you realize that it's your ego overtaking your wealth, overtaking your opportunities, overtaking your thoughts, you can shut it down. You can shut it down and become that infinite possibility of abundance. I'm not just saying this to win friends or be on social media or just to be saying something. The universe has infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities. Wealth is our birthright, y'all. Abundance is our birthright. It's time to take our power back today of all days. And then condition yourself to live freer. Condition yourself to love more. Condition yourself. And even if that love is loving on yourself, it's called self-love. Because if you don't love you, you can't love nobody else. Start with you, bro. Start with you, sis. After all of that divine alignment and then your harvest, the infinite possibilities will show up. Let's talk about how I believe or how I know that the shape of the number 8, it actually resembles the infinity symbol. I said that in the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. The shape of the number 8 resembles the infinity symbol, right? And then just realize that 3 8s can be seen as can be seen as emphasizing continuous growth and expansion. So I just wanted you guys to know we're in a powerful, powerful, powerful portal, rim, energy, whatever you want to call it. We are there. So be mindful. And I know you guys have been seeing this all over social media, so I had to come in and give my thoughts, my words of wisdom and encouragement and enlightenment on what Mama Tank sees and does in real life, in real time. You know? Because our current life circumstances, they're They're the result of what we think and believe. And I see so many people, so many of our people struggling, right? And I am sick and tired of seeing y'all sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So it stops now. I started early this morning with the sunrise, and I went out for my sunrise walk. It was beautiful. And I vowed to stay in this vibration and in this place of love for as long as I possibly can. It's not easy because of our thought pattern. Hell, I'm working with 59 years of conditioned thoughts, pain, hurt, but I release that so that I can have room for abundance, love, unity, infinite possibilities. It's not our fault that so many of us think like this. These thoughts of lack and not having enough were given to us as children by our parents and society with the things that were said to us over and over and over again, right? Stuff like we can't afford it, or money doesn't grow on trees, or money doesn't buy happiness, or even money is the root of all evil. I have a friend around me right now that I have to distance myself with because they love to repeat that money is the root of all evil. Not to me. I love money. Money loves me. I trust money. Money trusts me. Money is my friend, right? So if that's evil to y'all, hence the reason you're still broke. So shift that around. Those are conditionings, right? As we think, so it is. So it is. So if you call money evil, do you think money's gonna like you? It's like you're making fun of your best friend. I wouldn't want to be around somebody calling me evil. Money is energy, your energy. Invite it with love and gratitude. Find a penny. I know some people don't. I pick up every penny I see and I'd be like, thank you, universe. Because the universe does not know the difference between a penny and $1,000,000. So if you keep walking and passing over the signs that the universe is sending your way, you're gonna be like, okay, guess they don't want that. And then you wonder, why am I short on my bills? It's because of gratitude. Gratitude. I pick it up every time because that's a sign to me that my wealth has been restored. Right? Again, as we think, so it is. So few people in the history of our civilization, they've discovered the enormous revelation and freedom contained in these words, the words that we were conditioned to. And money does grow on trees. I always thought money was made from trees, from wood, and is. So money does grow on trees. So just be intentional, guys, of what you speak over yourself. Hence why I say grand rising. I don't want to wake up to mourn, you know? But yeah, so again, just be mindful. And when they say money doesn't buy happiness, think about that. Think about that. If your child says, Mommy or Daddy, I want this brand new such and such and such for Christmas or a holiday or for my birthday or anything like that, what does it take to get that child that happiness that they want? I'll wait. I'll wait. So you can't tell me money don't buy happiness. How about we can't afford it? Let's talk about that. We can't afford it. How about you just say, my money is being allocated in other places at the moment? Okay, so just reword what you're speaking over yourself, because we exist in a mental universe. Our thoughts are the cause of everything we experience, and the effect of our thoughts is our life circumstances. Yes, I'm still reading from the book Countdown to Riches, 21 Days of Wealth Attracting Habits. So we have to be mindful about governing our thoughts. Governing our thoughts is a universal law that has been called many names throughout the centuries, like the law of karma, the law of vibration, the law of attraction, the law of polarity, the law of mentalism, the law of rhythm, the law of love, just to name a few. This universal law is responding to each person's thoughts. The law says, I materialize your thoughts. I will give you what you think about, no matter what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. So everything in our life is preceded by a thought. The words we say are preceded by thought. And the actions we take are preceded by thought. Right? So I just wanted to come on here and share my thought and let you guys know that whatever you focus on or talk about, whether it's something you want or don't want, becomes the circumstance of your life. And I also want you to know that to become financially free, you have to use the very thing that has previously kept money from you, your thought. Okay. So, yeah, this is the introduction today, the introduction of Countdown to Riches, 21 Days of Wealth Attracting Habit. I will start this challenge. I'm just going to say journey. It's a journey. It's not a challenge for me because it's fun. It's fun to do. It's a journey. It's a journey. So I'm going to start this 21-day journey tomorrow. I will be reading from the book, The 21 Days of Wealth Attracting Habits, which is called Countdown to Riches by Rhonda Byrne. Okay. It's BYR. Let me see. She has it cursive written. So, but anyway, so it looks like BYRNE, born. That's what I'm going to say. BYRNE. Okay. So let the countdown to riches begin. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be going live tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Post Standard Time. I'm in California right now, but I will be going live at 6:30. I'm going to take my morning walk at 6. So I'm going to figure out, you know what? I'm not going to figure out anything. I live by the spirit and not by the flesh. So, however I'm feeling, I may just go live from the park that I walk to for my morning walk with the sunrise, and just go live from there. However, if I do that, I won't be able to go live on TikTok and Instagram because multiple I need multiple equipment in order to do that. But I will go live on TikTok and Instagram on the PM one. On the PM one, which would also be at 6:30 p.m., where I'll be sharing information about personal credit, business credit, and financing. I'll be giving you guys all the free tips, all the free gems. It's time for us to change our mind. It's time for us to change our thoughts. I'm done. I being a gatekeeper, which I'm not really a gatekeeper. I just have so much information. I have so much information and I need to share that with y'all because I'm tired of seeing my people perish by the lack of knowledge. Simple, simple. Information is free. I understand we got what? Chat GPT, we got Claude, all these other things. But one thing those machines do not have, those are emotions. Those are authentic human relations they do not have. So that is why I'm showing up more so now than ever. It's time to take our power back. It's time to reclaim our throne and our crown. Because the person that's sitting in it right now, it belongs to you. It was stolen from you. So it's time to go ahead and put in that police report for stolen property and tell them we're coming to take our throne and our crown back. It's rightfully mine. I have the purchase agreement to prove it. And it's in our DNA. It's in our thought. It's in our ability to be resilient. It's in the way we hold our head high and our back up straight. We don't have to be violent. We don't have to be ignorant either. But what we do have to be is strong and united. This is Mama Tank coming at you live, letting you know that I love each and every one of you. Let's get in alignment. Be mindful of your thoughts today because your thoughts is exactly what's creating your reality. We could change that identity by changing your thoughts. You could change that thought by changing your habits. You could change that thought by changing your diet. Really, you can. Not to be playing on nobody's top or anything like that. I hope I'm saying that right. My daughter would laugh at me right now for trying to put it into a sentence. But I hope I'm not playing on anybody's tops to let you know that trauma, disease, and all that stuff is actually stored in fat cells. Muscle has memory as well. I was so tripping out by how much weight I've actually lost. But it was when I went through my cleansing, I went through my detox, I changed my diet, I changed my habit, I changed my thoughts. I went through the dark night of the soul because I had to release a lot of trauma. I lost pretty much everybody in my family, pretty much. So now I'm the last man standing. So I have to find a new identity to find out who am I without my mom, my dad, my grandma, my aunties, my uncles, my best friends, my cousins. Who am I without them? Like, seriously. I had to recreate a whole new identity. It was not attached to the only people here on earth. Well, I won't say the only people, but the majority of the people that are here on earth that loved me unconditionally and let me be me and loved me regardless. My authentic self, they're gone. But still, I rise. I choose to live for them. I choose to break the generational curses that they didn't know how to do. I choose to eat healthier to prevent me from attracting a disease that's associated with certain things. I choose to eat real food. I even choose sometime to be alone. That's where my peace is. I choose this. And you have the choice. I choose to flip my thoughts. Flip my thoughts when I find myself wandering off to the wayside of the dark side. I choose to flip that thought and say, hey, nope, nope, nope. This portion does not belong to me. I'm not going there. Not going there. I'm staying on the narrow path. Stand on the narrow path. It may take a little longer, but that's where I am. And it's beautiful here. It's beautiful here. There are no shortcuts. It's hard to change your mind. I get it. Here's another thing, They think you're and I don't really care about what people think anymore because that has nothing to do with me. But you know how you've made a decision and then you're like, they think you're being weak because you change your mind or you're not feeling it anymore at this particular time. Don't let anybody make you feel that way. If it's in your gut feeling and you don't feel like going, if something's telling you not to go, don't go. That happened to one of my dearest friends, one of my best friends. Her son was like, Mom, yeah, he had just got out of jail. He had been in there for years. I don't remember the exact number of years, but it had been some time, like maybe over 10 years. I don't know. It was a long time. And then he was finally home and she was so happy. I believe he was home for like 1 week. And his boys was calling him to go out. Let's go out. And it was on an Easter Sunday. I never will forget. And I woke up to Facebook saying RIP his name. And I was like, no, 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 no. Because he had just took a picture of me and my daughter going to church that Easter morning. He had just took a picture of us. I saw him outside smoking a cigarette. And I was like, can you take this picture of us? He's like, yeah, sure. He took the picture of us. So I have that picture still because it was taken through his eyes. So, nevertheless, later on, like late that Sunday night and early Monday morning, I wake up to that. And she told me the story. He was saying, "Oh yeah, Mom, I don't feel like going out, but my boys are asking me to go out." And she was like, "Well, just lay down, son. Get you some rest." And he was like, "Okay, Mom." And I guess they kept bugging him to go out. So she said the next thing she knew that she smelled cologne, and he was like, "I love you, Mama T. I love you." And then he went to the club or whatever, but he never came home. He was murdered. He had that gut feeling all day that he didn't want to go. That's your intuition. That's your intuition. Follow those type of intuitions, right? So you're not weak if you change your mind. You're not weak if you change your mind. As a matter of fact, it's very wise to change your mind. I said all of that to say this. Change your mind, change your thoughts, do it authentically, and don't give a darn about who don't like you because they're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to, I'm just going to put it like this. Like my grandmother used to say, I was born alone, I'm going to die alone. I may as well be happy for the rest of the years because you never know when the day is coming or the night to be happy. You deserve to be happy. I love each and every one of you. I'm gonna leave with that. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. post standard time. Mama Tank signing off.